Here's a question for you. What if all of a sudden YouTube sent you an email or some kind of notification questioning your age? YouTube is wanting people to prove that they are adults, or else they could lose access to their channels, whether it be watching YouTube or as a content creator. Your channel could be affected on August the 13th if you don't show your ID. Isn't that some drama? Yes, but we're going to get into it today on this video. And this isn't just about the viewer, it's about content creators as well. So small content creators, you better listen up. And you might not want to skip around on this video because you might miss something that might save your channel. Because if you get flagged, your content could get locked down, not to mention your monetization. And it could be affected until you verify. And yes, I know it's crazy. It sounds crazy, but that is happening. It's already happening in countries like Europe because the world is wanting to protect the children. And guess what? I have some children and I want to protect them too. But there's a lot more important things that I think our children need to be protected from. GUNs. So here's the deal. You guys know I'm 55 years old and I have not been carded for alcohol since like the 1990s and 2 kids ago. But apparently YouTube might want to card me and might card you for watching certain videos. And knowing my luck, my 13-year-old, if he gets my iPad or my phone and he starts watching the things that he watched because he watches kid-friendly stuff, well, my account and my creator account could be in jeopardy if I don't put forward some controls. And what about if somebody else uses one of my devices and decides to binge watch a bunch of SpongeBob cartoons or even a bunch of Disney content? Well, then my channel could be at risk. And the crazy thing about it, although I'm almost 55 years old, I could be grounded on YouTube. Yes. So on August the 13th, YouTube is going to be using AI to scan your watch history, your searches, and even how old your account is. And here's a question. Last time you used AI, ChatGPT, when was the last time when you put something in the ChatGPT AI, it actually got it right on the first time? But YouTube is going to be using AI to scan channels to determine whether or not it is a kid's channel or it's an adult channel. Do you want to leave your channel at risk? Here's the good news. You can avoid this without doing anything shady. I'll show you exactly how you can build an adult watch profile that tells the AI you're a grown woman or man. Yep. I didn't cuss. I just put a beep right there because you don't want to be risking your channel, yet alone your income, if you're a monetized content creator. There's one simple thing that you can start doing today that could completely save you from a whole ID check. I'm going to share with you some tips that'll save your channel and that's going to save you some headache when this new update comes out. So here's tip number 1. Right off the bat, what you could do is stop watching made for kids content altogether. YouTube has this made for kids tag. It's called the COPPA compliance. And if you watch too much of SpongeBob or Little Einsteins, whatever your cartoons of choice is, I'm old school. I like a little bit of Jetsons and Tom and Jerry. And all those cartoons, the AI will assume that you're a kid if you keep watching it, especially if you're a binge watcher. It doesn't care if you're 45 years old, watching with your morning coffee because you're trying to numb out and get your day started in a positive way. It doesn't care about all of that. It doesn't know you and it doesn't know your birth certificate. All it knows is your watch profiles. That's the information that the AI has to go off of. So if you want to avoid being cut off or being flagged by the AI, made for kids videos should not be the content that you want to watch starting now. Tip number 2, I want you to build your adult watch history. You're probably already doing that, but you want to make sure that you're hypervigilant. So here's the important part when it comes to building an adult watch history. You can prove that you're an adult without ever uploading anything. I'm going to tell you how. If you are a viewer, you already know how the watch history works. That's how things pop up on your impressions. That's how YouTube knows what content to push to you. It's because the YouTube AI is already being trained on what your preferences are as an adult if you're watching adult material. If you've been stacking your watch history or your general audience videos, you know those videos about true crime or about finance or tech or educational materials or those late night comedy shows I like to watch, like Seth Meyers. Well, I think the AI will have a general knowledge that I am adult, especially if I'm watching something like the late night show or all the news commentaries that I watch. By watching the content that's made for adults, it's like you're leaving digital breadcrumbs for the YouTube AI to pick up. It's like you are telling that bot, yes, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. Yes, just like the Destiny Child song. Except for here on YouTube, you can't necessarily do whatever you want. Go figure. All right, tip number 3 is don't try to cheat the system. There are people that's already out there trying to teach us on how we're going to get around the system. I don't advise you to do that unless you're willing to put your channel at risk. Yes, people are already out there trying to manufacture IDs in order to fool the AI and fool the algorithm. It's too risky. It's probably illegal. And YouTube, it's not really worth it. And AI will catch up with you. And here's the worst case. You're probably going to lose monetization for your channel. And what's worse, you might lose your entire channel. And it's not worth it. Taking shortcuts and risking your integrity and risking your channel, your hard-earned work, it's not worth the shortcuts, especially when there's a safe route that is so much simpler. And right now, you still have time to get your watch history all sorted out. I know I'm going through my watch history. Every single week, I go through and I do cleanups of my channel. I do cleanups of my watch history as well, because sometimes other people use my devices and they use my YouTube login that I have my algorithm trained, and I do these cleanups anyway. So right now is the time to get it right. Yes, like Fantasia. Get the watch history together, because I have tip number 4 to you is to check your own content. If you check your own content, you know what's going on with your work. You know what's going on with your channel. You don't have to worry about if an AI that doesn't get things right sometimes or most of the time is going to come through and flag your channel erroneously. And if you see my other videos, you know that I talk about this all the time, that there are errors that are made with the YouTube algorithm, and not to mention bots and trolls trolling your channel. And if you don't want your channel tagged made for kids by accident, I want you to double check your settings in the YouTube studio. I want you to make sure you don't have any of your content mistakenly marked made for kids. That's the first thing you want to check. That's unless you're actually a kids channel and you're intentionally making content that is kid friendly. Who knows? Maybe you're a gaming channel and maybe your content is made for kids. You also want to go over to your watch history. Make sure you set a new algorithm for your watch history. And before I let you go, if you missed my last video, I'm going to leave you that video here. And if you want to continue to grow on YouTube and make sure that your channel is safe, I want you to watch this entire playlist so that you can avoid all of the rookie mistakes as small content creators on YouTube, so that you can continue to grow the right way. I'll see you the next time on the next video. Bye-bye.